Jarno Errens and Youssef Zalal set in the UFC's featherweight division. I don't know how often this happens, but these two guys have the exact same record. 14 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. I don't know how that happened, but they're similar height. A little bit of a reach advantage there for Youssef Zalal. Jarno is more of a striker. Youssef Zalal is a good striker. I'm not going to say he isn't, but he is more of a grappler in my opinion. Jarno didn't start off in the UFC too well, but he was taking on some solid guys. Lost a close decision to William Gomes. Then he lost a decision to Sung Woo Choi, but came back with the debuting fighter Stephen Eugen and looked very good in doing so. Got that unanimous decision. He's only 29 years old, but he needs a win here because if he doesn't win, he's going to be 1-3, and this is his final fight on his contract, and he could possibly be cut. But Youssef, this man had a tough run, I would say, in the UFC. In his first stint, he did really good opening his career in the UFC, beating Austin Lingo, Jordan Griffin, and Peter Barrett, all by unanimous decision. He was 3-0. But then, the guy had a tough draw. Ilia Topuria, and he had a really close fight with Ilia Topuria. Did not get finished. I believe won a round against Ilia Topuria. Also, just like Jarno Errens, lost the decision to Sung Woo Choi. Then he lost a really close striking battle with Sean Woodson, who's about to be ranked inside of that top 15. Then he had a draw with Damone Blackshear, who, if you do not know who this guy is, has only lost to ranked Mario Bautista in the UFC, and Farid Basharat, who is going to be a future top 15 guy. And besides that, has a twister win and a ground and pound TKO. So he's not losing or drawing to any sort of slouches here, but he did get cut from the UFC, went on a 3-fight finish streak, had a boxing match in there, had a kickboxing match, got called up on short notice, and man went out there and looked good, submitting Billy Quarantillo in round number 2, just absolutely dominating Billy Quarantillo. That was his biggest win of his career right there. Now he's taking on Jarno Errens, a huge step down in competition. So I'm going to have to say Youssef Zalal to keep the striking very, very even and get it to the floor a few times here. I don't think Jarno's going to get submitted. I don't remember him being submitted anytime. I was wrong. Was submitted one time with a guillotine by a guy who has one of those names, who's signed Kadi Magamayev, who, if we're going to be honest here, should probably be in the UFC looking at this guy's record. Only 1 loss and is on a 5-fight win streak, 11-1. That's the only time he's been submitted. This dude should be in the UFC. 24 years old. Get that man in the UFC. I don't think Youssef will be able to submit him here. I think he's going to have a good preparation in defending those chokes. And I think this fight goes all the way. Youssef Zalal, unanimous decision, but should be a good one on the feet. And the grappling, I don't expect it to be one of those where he's just backpacking the whole time. Youssef's active on the ground. I think he'll use some ground and pound. Should be a good one. I got Youssef by unanimous decision.